My name is Rose Frank and I have been a Girl Scout for 13 years. I chose to include this camp into my Gold Award project to educate youth on injury prevention. On Wednesday, June 27th of 2018, Youth Sports Injury Prevention and Basketball Camp was held. With the increase of sports injuries in youth, those entering grades 3 through 8 were encouraged to attend. Promotion of the camp was done weeks prior to the event. Flyers were hung in local businesses as well as shared throughout social media. Information was handed out at the city parade, as well as to the local 4-H club and Girl Scout swim team. These youth gathered in the Redwood Valley High School gym in Redwood Falls, Minnesota. They learned the basics to keeping their bodies in healthy condition, how to decrease their risk to injury, all while enhancing their basketball skills. Registration was done beforehand, outside the door, or over email. Parent permission was required and those with allergies completed a health form. After, starting at 9:30, all youth in attendance gathered in the center of the gym. I introduced myself as well as my volunteers. Following, all youth introduced themselves and I talked about the risk of injury in sports, the consequences that come along with injury, and how we can practice preventing those things from happening to us. Soon after, warm-ups began. Warm-ups are important because it activates muscles that you are not using. Not only will completing a good and effective warm-up help improve your range of motion, mobility, and flexibility, but it will also help with your performance. Each warm-up was correctly demonstrated by a volunteer before the youth completed it themselves. If warm-ups are done incorrectly, injury on the spot or over time could occur. During each exercise, improvements and corrections were made to the youth. To finish our pre-workout, we ended with an effective stretch. We stretched after our warm-up because it is dangerous to stretch cold muscles. Stretching is extremely important for keeping your muscles strong and flexible. Just like warming up, stretching gives you extra mobility and a great decrease to any injury that may happen. We started with our lower body and made our way to our upper body. While we completed these stretches, I talked about flexibility, balance, and stability. The warm-up and stretching took a good chunk out of the camp schedule. I believe that adding and focusing hard on two things that get your body properly ready for the more advanced activity is what sets an individual apart from being injured or being safe. I believe this was the most important activity included into the camp. From about 10 to 11, we began to focus on more basketball-related skills. Each skill and activity that was done also incorporated injury prevention. Many of the skills started with no basketballs or hoops. We learned correct form and technique before making it more difficult. We started with dribbling and jump stopping. We practice correct defense, shuffling, and closeouts. skill followed with a fun game or activity. With every skill and activity, myself and my volunteers made it a priority that the youth participating completed each with correct form and technique. Proper form and technique is crucial when working your muscles and wanting them to develop and grow. These two things will help keep you safe, help train your muscles, and gain better results. We built upon each skill and made sure there were no risks to injury. Following the camp, goodie bags for all that attended were handed out along with Thrivent Financial t-shirts. This camp would not have been made possible without my awesome volunteers and Thrivent Financial. Thrivent Financial's generosity not only helped support this global issue, but it gave youth in my community the chance to learn and improve themselves in a safe and positive way. For other ways to check out the camp, my camp was on the front page of the City Gazette with an awesome article written by Troy Kraus. If you have listened to KNUJ radio station out of New Ulm, Minnesota, the camp as well as my award was mentioned. If you are interested in seeing another piece to my Gold Award project, check out my YouTube channel at Injury Prevention 101.